Hello students, myself Dr. Naruna Madam from Chemistry Department, Vivekanand College, Kolhapur. Today I will discuss the point solubility product under the topic ionic equilibria. Before starting with the point solubility product, let us see few more points which are required to understand this solubility product. So first we start with the definition of solubility. All of you must be knowing what is solubility. Solubility may be defined as the concentration of the solute substance in its saturated solution at a given temperature. I repeat again, solubility may be defined as the concentration of the solute substance in its saturated solution at a given temperature. Now this solubility is indicated with the letter. It is indicated with the letter S. Solubility is indicated with the letter S. And SI unit of solubility is moles per dm cube. SI unit of solubility is moles per dm cube. Now solubility can also be indicated as molar solubility. When we say molar solubility, we can define it as the number of moles of a compound that dissolves to give 1 liter of a saturated solution is called molar solubility. The number of moles of a compound that dissolves to give 1 liter of a saturated solution is called molar solubility. Now molar solubility can be indicated as solubility in gram per liter divided by molar mass of the substance, also taken in gram. So you can say molar mass of the substance in gram per mole. After you finish understanding the points solubility and molar solubility, let us study what is sparingly soluble salt. The salts which are partly soluble in water. Are called sparingly soluble salts. In this we can take few examples like AgCl, then barium sulfate, calcium fluoride, magnesium chromate, MgC2O4, magnesium chromate, lead bromide, etc. Now let us study the expression for solubility product. Consider a binary sparingly soluble salt AgCl to be dissolved in water to prepare a saturated solution. So if I take AgCl saturated solution, part of this salt will ionize to produce two ions, Ag plus and Cl minus. Now here I am showing the sign of equilibrium. That means when we prepare a saturated solution, maximum amount of solute is dissolved in minimum quantity of solvent, and when that solute substance is dissolved in the solvent to prepare saturated solution. Now suppose if I take the salt AgCl, it is dissolved in minimum quantity of water to prepare saturated solution. Then part of it remains undissolved. So an equilibrium is produced between the undissolved salt AgCl and its dissociated ions, that is Ag plus and Cl minus. Now if I apply law of mass action to this particular equilibrium reaction, I am numbering this as equation number 1. So if I apply law of mass action to this equation number 1, I can get equilibrium constant K, which can be written as K is equal to concentration of Ag plus into concentration of Cl minus upon concentration of AgCl. Now the concentration of AgCl being undissolved solute concentration of AgCl being undissolved solute will remain constant. And that will be considered as K dash. Therefore, K is equal to concentration of Ag plus into concentration of Cl minus upon K dash. Let us rearrange this equation. Therefore, K into K dash is equal to concentration of Ag plus into concentration of Cl minus. If the product of two constants K and K dash are taken, they can be written as KSP, which itself is called as solubility product. Therefore, KSP is equal to concentration of Ag plus into concentration of Cl minus. And this is termed as expression for solubility product. I'll repeat once again. We have taken a binary sparingly soluble salt. Binary sparingly soluble salt is that salt which has only one cation and one anion. So this is the salt taken here is AgCl. AgCl is dissolved in minimum quantity of water to produce a saturated solution. So saturated solution of AgCl dissociates to give Ag plus and Cl minus ions. So an equilibrium exists between the undissociated, that is undissolved AgCl and its dissolved and dissociated ions Ag plus and Cl minus aqueous ions. Now let us consider this to be equation number 1. If we apply the law of mass action to this equilibrium reaction, we get an equilibrium constant K, which is written as K is equal to concentration of Ag plus into concentration of Cl minus divided by concentration of AgCl. But concentration of AgCl, that is undissolved salt, is considered to remain constant and that is taken as K dash. Therefore, K is equal to concentration of Ag plus into concentration of Cl minus upon K dash. Rearranging this equation we get, therefore K into K dash is equal to concentration of Ag plus into concentration of Cl minus. The product of two equilibrium constants is taken as Ksp, which itself is called as solubility product. Therefore, solubility product Ksp is equal to concentration of Ag plus into concentration of Cl minus. If a general salt formula is taken as BxAy, then solubility equilibrium can be indicated as BxAy dissociates to give x b raised to y plus y a raised to x minus. Now this x and y, these indicate, x indicates number of cations whereas y indicate number of anions. Now for this, the solubility product expression can be given as Ksp is equal to concentration of By plus raised to x into concentration of Ax minus raised to y. For general salt BxAy, Ksp can be written as B raised to y plus concentration raised to x into A raised to x minus concentration raised to y. Now we shift to definition of solubility product. Definition of solubility product. Listen carefully. In a saturated solution of sparingly soluble salt, the product of ionic concentration raised to suitable power is constant at a given temperature, and that is the solubility product. I repeat again. In a saturated solution of a sparingly soluble salt, the product of ionic concentration raised to suitable power is constant at a given temperature, and that itself is called as solubility product. In your text, another definition has been given which means the same, that is, in a saturated solution of a sparingly soluble salt, the product of equilibrium concentration of the constituent ions raised to power equal to their respective coefficients in a balanced equilibrium expression at a given temperature, which is called as solubility product. The definition which has been stated earlier is more simpler than that which has been given in the textbook. So you have a choice. Whichever is easy for you to remember or memorize, you can learn that particular definition. Now, this By plus raised to x concentration, the square bracket itself indicates molar concentration. So, molar concentration of By plus raised to x and molar concentration of Ax minus raised to y. This is called as ionic product, and Ksp, just now you have heard what is solubility product. The definition of ionic product and solubility product is almost the same. There is only one difference, that is, ionic product of an electrolyte contains concentration of ions under any particular condition, whereas the solubility product expression contains only equilibrium concentration. Now let us study conditions of precipitation. Conditions of precipitation. There are three conditions that you have to remember. The first condition is product, which is in short indicated as IP, is equal to the solubility product. Now when this condition is true, ionic product is equal to solubility product, the solution is saturated and solubility equilibrium exists. At that time, no precipitation will occur. Conditions for precipitation, under this we have taken the first point, that is, if ionic product, that is IP, is equal to solubility product, that solution is considered to be a saturated solution. A saturated solution. As the solution is already saturated, the equilibrium exists, so no precipitation will take place. No precipitation occurs. There is also possibility of ionic product to be greater than solubility product. Ionic product is greater than solubility product. Such type of a solution is called as supersaturated solution. It is called as supersaturated solution. What do you mean by supersaturated solution? Saturated solution is that solution in which maximum amount of solute is dissolved in minimum quantity of solvent to prepare a solution. Supersaturated solution is that solution in which solute substance is dissolved more than the saturation limit in minimum quantity of solvent. So it is called as supersaturated solution. If the solution is supersaturated, then the precipitation will take place. So precipitation occurs. And the last condition, that is, ionic product can also be less than the solubility product. Ionic product can also be less than the solubility product. Such type of a solution is either called dilute or unsaturated solution. Unsaturated solution. So here no precipitation will take place. No precipitation will take place. So these are three important conditions for precipitation. That is, ionic product equal to solubility product. Solution is saturated, so no precipitation will take place. Ionic product is greater than solubility product. Supersaturated solution, precipitation will take place. Ionic product is less than solubility product. The solution is unsaturated, so no precipitation will take place. Now let us study the relation between solubility and solubility product. Consider binary sparingly soluble salt BXAY to be dissolved in water to prepare a saturated solution. Its solubility is taken as S. I am writing the solubility here. Concentration in moles per dm cube. So if the solubility of BXAY is indicated as S, this particular salt, when added in water to prepare a saturated solution, it dissociates to give XBY plus aqueous plus YAX minus aqueous. Now, the concentration in moles per dm cube for By plus can be written as XS, and for this A raised to X minus S, YS. Therefore, KSP will be equal to concentration of By plus raised to X into concentration of Ax minus raised to y. Now substitute the values of concentration in this ions. You get it as xs raised to x into concentration of ys raised to y, which is equal to x raised to x into s raised to x into y raised to y into s raised to y. So that is equal to x raised to x into y raised to y into s raised to x plus y. So this is indicated as the relation between solubility product, the relation between solubility product and solubility. I repeat again. A binary sparingly soluble salt BXAY is taken. It is dissolved in water to prepare saturated solution. It will dissociate to give x by plus aqueous plus y ax minus aqueous, and equilibrium exists in this particular saturated solution. Let us consider the concentration in moles per dm cube. So BXAY is indicated with letter S. Concentration of By plus is written as XS, and the concentration of Ax minus is written as Ys. So Ksp will be equal to concentration of By plus raised to this X into concentration of Ax minus raised to Y. You know this particular X and Y. X indicates the number of cations, whereas Y indicates number of anions. Now By plus solubility is indicated as XS. So that is equal to XS raised to X into Ax minus concentration is indicated as Ys. So Ys raised to this Y. Solve this, you get that is equal to x raised to x into s raised to x into y raised to y into s raised to y. The indices for s are different. Base is same. So we can add them and take it aside. Whereas x raised to x into y raised to y, these are different. So x raised to x into y raised to y into s raised to x plus y. So finally Ksp is equal to x raised to x into y raised to y into s raised to x plus y. And that is called the relation between solubility and solubility product. Now let us study a few examples of solubility product. Suppose I take silver bromide and prepare its saturated solution. Silver bromide will dissociate to produce He plus and Br minus ions. So considering this general expression of solubility product, I can write Ksp is equal to concentration of He plus raised to power x into concentration of Br minus raised to power y. X and y both are 1 each. Therefore, Ksp will be equal to concentration of He plus is indicated as S and that of Br minus also as S. And X and Y both are 1. So, Ksp is equal to S square. So, you can also write S is equal to square root of Ksp. Numericals based on solubility product are important. So, you will require these formulas. Suppose a binary sparingly soluble salt is given, you can utilize this formula Ksp is equal to S square. If solubility is given, you can find solubility product, and if solubility product is given, you can find solubility of that given salt. So solubility is equal to root Ksp for this particular salt. Now let us take another example. PbI2 lead iodide. PbI2 will dissociate in its saturated solution as Pb2 plus 2 times I minus. Now here the amount of cation is 1. So X will be equal to 1, whereas amount of anion, I minus is 2. So Y is equal to 2. Therefore, Ksp will be equal to concentration of Pb2 plus into concentration of I minus raised to power 2. So that is equal to S into 2S square. So that will be equal to 4S cube. Therefore, Ksp is equal to 4S cube, or S will be equal to cube root of Ksp upon 4. So for salt, PbI2, it dissociates to give Pb2 plus 2 times I minus in its saturated solution. Here X is equal to 1 for Pb2 plus and Y is equal to 2 for I minus. So Ksp will be equal to concentration of Pb2 plus into concentration of I minus raised to power 2. So you get Ksp is equal to S into 2S square, which is equal to 4S cube, or solubility is equal to cube root of Ksp upon 4. You can take another salt, that is aluminium hydroxide, AlOH thrice. Now this will produce equilibrium with its own ions as Al3 plus 3 times OH minus. So AlOH thrice, its saturated solution if prepared, it will produce an equilibrium creating ions Al3 plus 3 times OH minus. Now here X is equal to 1, that is for Al3 plus, and Y will be equal to 3 for OH minus. Therefore, Ksp will be equal to concentration of Al3 plus into concentration of OH minus raised to power 3. So that will be equal to S into concentration of OH minus, that is 3S cube, and that will give you 27S raised to 4. 27S raised to 4. Now let us study few more examples of solubility product. If Bi2S3 is dissolved in water to prepare its saturated solution, it dissociates to give twice Bi3 plus aqueous plus 3 times S2 minus aqueous. Here the value of X is 2 and the value of Y is 3. Therefore Ksp if equal to concentration of Bi3 plus square into concentration of S2 minus cube, then Ksp is equal to, substituting the values of X and Y and the concentrations of Bi3 plus and S2 minus, we get Ksp is equal to 2S square into 3S cube. On calculating, we get that value as 108 S raised to 5. Therefore, Ksp for Bi2S3 is equal to 108 S raised to 5. Another type of salt, that is Ca3PO4 twice. Its saturated solution if taken, it will dissociate to give thrice Ca2 plus aqueous plus 2 times PO4 3 minus aqueous. So Ksp is equal to concentration of Ca2 plus cube into concentration of PO4 3 minus square. That is equal to 3S cube into 2S square. Therefore Ksp is equal to 108 S raised to 5. So today you have studied the definitions of solubility, solubility product, sparingly soluble salt, expression for solubility product, and various types of salts and their mathematical expression for solubility product. Thank you.